I had the urge to start this like one of my Mondays with Monty, like I used to do back in the day, but I had to realize that this is a completely separate thing. But let me jump right into it. I don't like doing no intros no more, so I'm gonna jump right back into what I was talking about. And the last time I was on this camera with y'all, I was talking about mindset. I was talking about how you had to be blissfully optimistic. Blissful optimism is something that you should carry with you throughout the entirety of your life. So I started with being a better man. I started with how men don't necessarily understand what it is to be a man nowadays. And now I want to keep building off of that and let you know which traits are most important towards becoming the man that you want to become. And the first thing I mentioned, like I just said, was mindset. You need to have the right mindset if you want to start building the traits that you want to build up. You want to have the right mindset if you want to become the man that you know you can be. All it's going to take is that mindset. That mindset is the biggest key. You can know everything to do. You can know all the steps, all the things you need to do, all the intricacies about something. But if you don't have the right mindset towards it, you will never be successful. And that's what I said when I meant blissful optimism about situations, because things are going to get difficult. Things are going to get difficult, but you can't get down on yourself. This road is not an easy one. It's going to be filled with failure. It's going to be filled with disappointment, things of that nature. The successes are going to be small moments. They're going to be small moments. And you have to understand that. So you have to be able to understand that whatever mindset you have, make sure it keeps you pushing forward at all times. Whatever mindset you have to make sure it's always pushing you forward. And on top of that, what I want to talk about today is resilience. Resilience. I just said it pretty recent, like just now in the video, but there's going to be a lot of failure on this path. To becoming the man that you want to be, you are going to fail a lot. To get anything in life, you are going to fail a lot. To succeed, you have to fail. And a lot of dudes don't understand this. A lot of dudes think that whenever they try something, they should have it right away. They should be successful right away. They should be good at something right away. They have I can't even think of the word, the ignorance towards what it actually takes towards developing a skill. You know, everyone seems to think that if they just, they have the awareness of the fact that they need to develop a skill, they'd be like, I can develop that. You know what I mean? Like, I can do that. That is what it is. It's like when you point out something that someone has that may not be beneficial towards building relationships and things of that nature, people will be like, oh, okay. Now they got the awareness and they know, like, oh yeah, I'll next time I won't do that. But the next time they actually do that. You know, like it takes actual effort towards developing skills or even righting your own wrongs. But a lot of people don't understand that. And a lot of dudes today suffer from the fact that they don't try anything that they know it's more likely for them to fail at. Guys and people in general typically fall into routines of things that they can do every day without much friction. You know, everyone seems to get comfortable. Everyone likes getting comfortable in their routines. Everyone does the same things all the time. And no people ever step out of their comfort zone in order to actually grow. This was something I wanted to break down in a different type of video, and maybe I can still do that, but it's something I also need to talk about now. Because if you never break out of your comfort zone, how do you expect to grow? How do you expect to grow? If you never step out of the routines that you do on a daily basis, how do you expect to become something outside of what you are now? If you continue doing the same thing. I think a lot of people have heard the old adage, if nothing changes, nothing changes. That's exactly what that means. If you don't step out of your comfort zone, if you don't try to do something that scares you or something that you might fail at, how do you expect to change whatsoever? It's like going to the gym. When you go to the gym and you're trying to get stronger, you got to lift heavy weight. You got to do something that's going to be challenging for your muscles in order for your muscles to actually get to the point where they can push it out easy. Your mind's the same way. Your mind is the same way. You have to try things. You have to go out of your way to become uncomfortable in order for your mind to grow and expand, in order for you to become more comfortable with the things that are going on around you. And sticking on the topic of resilience, there is one ultimate truth that you all have to understand about life. And that is that life is difficult. Life will always be difficult. Life will always have struggles. You will always have bad days. You will always have negative emotions. Life is always going to be difficult. Now, coming to the awareness of that, knowing that life will be difficult, you have to find solace in the fact that you are going to be challenged all the time. There's no breaks. There's no moment where you can kick back and everything's all good. Maybe there'll be fleeting moments of that, but in an overarching sense, there is no time in your life when you will be able to do that, because there is always something to be done. There's always more work to do. There's always more effort to put in. There's always more challenges coming towards you. So not only do you need to have that mindset that I talked about last video, but you also need to have resilience. And for the people who don't know what resilience is, my definition is unwavering confidence in the fact that you can do it. Because like I said, you're going to fail a lot. You're going to fail a lot. There's going to be some things that you're going to fail at 100 times. 100 times. And that 101st time, you'll succeed. But if you don't have resilience and you don't have the right mindset to get to that 100th term of rejection or whatever, you'll never get to the 101st time. So every time you fail, you need to have the mindset that says, all right, there's a different way I got to go about this. There's something different I got to do, but I can do it. I just got to figure out what I need to do. Right? So when you have that mindset of like, okay, I can get this the next time, the resilience builds with it. But I hope you all see that the mindset is what's important. The mindset is the biggest key. Everything else will build as long as you're trying and putting in effort. Resilience will build. At some point, obviously the mindset might start to dwindle a little bit, right? So when you get to maybe that 50th time when you're failing, your mindset may start to, sheesh, I'm 50 tries in and I still ain't figured it out. What's going on? Is it me? But that is where the resilience comes in. Once the mind starts to falter, the resilience comes in, boosts you right back up. But they work hand in hand. They work like a stepping ladder. They're going up at the same time. They're working with each other at the same time. So it's so important to have the mentality to get you through those first failures, those first couple of failures. And then resilience is what keeps you going. Resilience is going to be what keeps you going. Resilience is going to be what gets you over the mountaintop and over the hump. The biggest things I want to get across today are the fact that life is never going to be easy. And that if you want to grow, you have to step out of your comfort zone. Stop going along with the same routines. Change something. Change something drastically. Try new things. Another way to build your resilience is trying new things, trying a lot of different things. That's also going to build your confidence as well, because if you're able to try new things and try different things and fail at those things, and then eventually become successful at those things, you have more confidence in yourself, knowing that you can handle situations in which you don't necessarily know what you're doing right away. So when you fail at those things, but you try again, once you hit that point of success, the resilience that you had to put out in order to get to that point, that's going to build. So the next time something happens, you'll be able to fail at that, and you'll think back, I was failing at that other thing last time, but I still came out on top. And you'll go again, and you'll keep going, and you'll keep trying until you get to a point where you feel as if there is nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. It sounds like the whole live, love, laugh type of motivational BS, but that's exactly how it works. If nothing changes, nothing changes. If you want to become a better man, you have to start stepping out of your comfort zone consistently. Not every once in a while you do it just to, make yourself consistently. It is an everyday fight. Life is not supposed to be easy. Life is never supposed to be easy. And being comfortable is going to forever stunt your growth. So I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. That's really much all I got for today. And I've grouped everything together. So right now we have the biggest building blocks for what you need to become a great man, right? So you got the mindset. You got the right mindset. You got to have the right mindset. You got to be blissfully optimistic. You got the resilience that you need to build over time. But at the same time, even before resilience, you now have the awareness that life is hard. Life is not supposed to be easy. So you pair that blissfully optimistic mindset with the fact that life isn't going to be easy, it's kind of working against each other. But if you're optimistic about a negative world or a negative life, there's room for opportunity there. There's room for opportunity there. There's a way to find the good in all the bad. So if you pair those two, if you pair that awareness along with that mindset, then you can start trying different things. Then you can start growing your resilience. Then you can start building your confidence. That's where it starts. Those are the two most important. That's when you start building confidence. That's when you start building the resilience. But you got to make the effort. You got to make the effort. So yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got for today. Next time around, I want to keep my thoughts kind of running. So I want to figure out what the next thing I'm going to talk about is going to be. And I think I want to get a little deeper into the fact that a lot of men seem to, I want to express why comfort is so pleasurable to people. Why being comfortable in life is so pleasurable, especially to men. Because men typically tend to stay comfortable in a lot of their lives. They don't get the fact that, like I said, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So I think that's what I'm going to talk about next. If I change my mind on it, then if I don't have enough to speak on it, because I kind of put a lot of it into this, then we'll figure something else out. But for right now, that's the idea. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man, and I'll see y'all next time. I said, hold on. How you niggas ballin' from the stands? How you niggas move out of plan? How you really living just to die? Boy, I don't think we get another chance. Money steady focus on the dream and a way to get the world till it's fitting in my hands. Money really wrestle through it all. When I see another challenge, I'ma get into the